For a member of the graduating class to address the gathering. I'm pleased to introduce to you Olivia Durowah as this year's speaker, a spring 2017 graduate student with double master's degrees in economics and data science, who will offer remarks on behalf of this year's graduates. Born and raised in Bukram in a small town in Ghana, West Africa, Durowah received her Bachelor's of Arts degree in economics from the University of Cape Coast, Ghana, where she was a two-time recipient of the prestigious Dean's Award for Excellent Academic Performance. She graduated in 2013 and received the award for the overall Best Female Student. Ms. Durowah came to SU in the spring of 2015. Arriving, she has participated in student case competitions such as the International Food and Agribusiness Management Association and the Southwest Case Research Association. She and the company of other students won the Most Outstanding Student Paper Award at the 2015 Southwest Case Research Association Conference in Oklahoma City. She is also actively engaged in student organizations such as the Economics Graduate Students Association and the Firestarters Campus Ministry. Her most valued college experience here, however, was getting the opportunity to represent SDSU in those student competitions. Please welcome Olivia Durowah.
Welcome. It's with the greatest humility and honor that I stand here today representing the collective voice of this most amazing, talented, and inspiring class of 2017. As we step into the shoes of those who walked on this campus before us and joined the wider world, perhaps these words will serve as a light to guide our way. Today, we graduate with masters and PhDs. Grad school is over, and finally, we return to serve our communities and countries, and we seek to inspire others. For some, this is the end of school, but for others, the journey has just begun. Whichever side you find yourself, one thing to note is life is an eternal school, and we are eternal students. It's indeed a privilege to be here today. But as the good book mentions, there is no such thing as impossible, only if you believe. I believed, and I would like to share a part of my story. It's one of a sheer strong will and determination, and hopefully it inspires you to believe too. Life for me began in the back roads, rural fields, middle of nowhere town with no electricity part of Ghana, West Africa. My childhood was not normal. My immediate family collapsed when I was 6, and as the fifth and only girl child amongst 7 siblings, life was hard. My family's burden was left to my paternal grandma, who had limited financial means. She, who had no education, repeated to me the immortal words of Dr. Kweji Agri, a Ghanaian scholar and a women's rights activist, and I quote, "If you educate a man, you educate one person, but if you educate a woman, you educate the entire nation." Amidst our tight financial circumstances, my grandma took my siblings and I through school, and she devised a means she termed rotational education. And in this scheme, my siblings and I took turns to attend school. And so when it was my turn to go to high school, my younger siblings would have to wait. And when it was another turn, I would have to take a year off from school. The system worked pretty well until the passing of my grandma, just when I was about to enter high school. As a young woman, I suddenly felt the weight of the world on my shoulders. But with time, I discovered that I had a strong will and more discipline than I suspected. I always wanted to pursue higher education. Not only did I know that was my only ticket out of poverty, I also knew that it would help me to make an impact on my community and beyond. In high school, I eagerly gathered up every opportunity that came my way, making the good grades in my first year of school, and in the end, I earned an excellence award, which took care of my entire high school education and related expenses. I then proceeded to the University of Cape Coast to pursue a degree in economics, and I graduated top of my class in 2013. I was admitted to the economics program here at SDSU in the spring of 2015. And that's a perfect time for an African to learn about South Dakota winters. With a strong will, passion, and desire to succeed, I worked hard today to stand here with 2 master's degrees, one in economics and the other in data science. My grandma must be proud of me in heaven. I say to you today that the knowledge that you have emerged stronger and wiser from setbacks means that you are ever after secured in your abilities to believe and survive. You will never truly know yourself, nor the strength of your relationships until both have been tested by adversities. Dr. Luther King Jr. once said, "If you have nothing to die for, then you have nothing to live for." I live for my grandma, my siblings, my entire village, and most importantly, all of humanity. We have a responsibility to our communities and to our world, regardless of our measures and aspirations. A responsibility to improve the lives of others, to uphold the values of brotherliness, and to aspire to make this world better than we found it. One day at a time, and one neighbor at a time. SDSU has been generous to us, particularly to international students. The warm reception we received in these past few years has been overwhelming. The diversity here at SDSU makes us as students thrive and broadens our understanding of how the world works. Class of 2017, more than being taught what to think, we have been taught how to think, how to question, and most importantly, why it is imperative to do both. I encourage all of us to continue to seek purpose by contributing to society, for it is only in doing so that we can discover how best to use our college experience and give back to society. Therein lies the true bounty of education. Today's achievement may fade or even be forgotten. The applause may become a distant memory. Our certificates and medals may gather dust on a shelf or in a drawer, but you will always be remembered for caring enough, for helping someone, for making someone feel special and appreciated, and for being the kind of person that others enjoyed being with. Your life is a remarkable occasion, and I have no doubt that you will rise to it. Class of 2017, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia, for those inspirational remarks.